Hello everyone, it's me Sarah. Welcome to my channel, A Curious Cuttlefish, and today is day 2 of dyeing different fibers. Welcome everyone to day 2 of dyeing various fibers. So yesterday, or I should say last night, I prepped up a lot of different fibers to dye. I had them soaking overnight, so today we are going to be going over to my stove where I will be dyeing them all together in the same pan using all of the same dyes. The majority of these dyes I'm using will be RIT dye. They come in, so I have two types. This is the RIT powder dye. So I'll be using this one as well as some of the actual liquid dye. Here's another RIT dye that will be used today. So that is the plan. I also have some yellow. I'm going to add a touch of red to it to make a slightly orange color. That's the plan. And I hope you guys enjoy seeing what happens to all these different fibers today. I'm super excited, so let's head on over there. Put on my apron and all of that, and we'll see how these yarns turn out. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll move over there.
Hello everyone, so here we are. This yarn has been soaking a while and now it is on the stove, and I'm just going to take you through each fiber bit by bit. So let me start with, on this far end here, this one is our 100% acrylic. This is our wool and acrylic blend. It's this whole area right here. This is, that's our cotton. This one is mohair. This one is also a Chanel cotton. I think that's what they're called. This one is the silk wool. This one is the alpaca. And then finally this one over here, or no, wait a second. This is the bamboo. This is the silk. Yeah, this one is the silk and merino. So bamboo, 100% bamboo. So we have all the different fibers in here. I'm very excited to see how this works because I've never had so many different fibers all together in one pan before. And as you can see, it's not as spread out as I would have liked, so I'm very curious to see how the color is going to adhere to all of this. So I added vinegar already, and now I am going to add some color. Here on the end. So this is more of a light orangish into a yellow. See how well that absorbs on this end, and then on the opposite end, make some room on this opposite side. I do plan on doing some speckling as well. So let me make some room on this other end. gonna put a navy. See how that fares. This is gonna be like green. Like I said, I'm very curious how much of this is going to penetrate all the way down. Let's just move these fibers around a bit. And sorry, I realized right now that I'm letting my arm get in the way of my camera. So I need to pay attention to that. Shall see how well all these different fibers absorb these colors. But so far, I am really liking what I am seeing. And like I had stated earlier, reds and yellows strike pretty quickly, but blues take a little longer, so I'm just gonna have to let this sit and cook. I'm actually gonna mix up a bit more of this yellow hue that I have here on the side. And yes, I have one glove on and one not gloved. But here along this side right here, I want to add a little bit more yellow. I want to make sure that this color really strikes and comes out on this end. So let me go grab that, mix that up I should say, and then I have another green that I'm going to be adding before I let this just sit and cook for a while. Alright, so I'm adding a little bit more yellow on this side. You can see that some of this is a powder dye, so it hasn't fully dissolved yet. I'll make sure it fully dissolves in here. I'm really liking the color so far. Then let's add some of this really nice yellow. And I do think, I was saying blue, green, and yellow, but I do think I want the orange, so I'm going to mix up a little bit of orange. Okay, so I have just mixed up some orange because I really wanted to add some orange on this side right here. I really think that it'll make these colors really pop. So let's see what that does. And again, because these fibers are so packed in here, I'm not too sure what this coverage is really going to be like. But the water hasn't cleared, so then again, I haven't let this sit and cook for a while, so I'm going to add a hint of green right down the center right here. And then I'm just going to let this sit for a while. And I mixed up a lot of dye, I'm realizing, so this is going to be a really neat colorway. I'm really excited to see how this turns out, actually. So, alright, everything is submerged. I'm just gonna move stuff around. I'm really curious if the bottom is even getting color to it. I want to say it is, but sometimes you never know. So, anyways, okay. So we have all of this color in here, and I really like it. I will be doing some speckling. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of brown and red. Just going crazy on color today, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna let this sit, and we'll come back in about 30 minutes and we'll check on all of the yarn. Okay, so I have been letting this sit for about 30 minutes, and as you can see, the yellow hasn't really absorbed into these ones right here, but it did absorb up here. So it's just really interesting to see how all the different fibers are absorbing these colors. But I do want to do some various color speckles. So if you remember, when I do my speckling, I don't know if I've shown on my yarn dyeing adventures, I use a regular plastic knife, and I just use this to grab some of the powdered dye that I have. Too much. And then I just flick it above the area where I would want that dye to fall. So I don't know if this one is really going to show up all too well, because I am using a yellow. And honestly, I don't really expect it to adhere that much to these first fibers here. I am sprinkling it on all of them, but I don't anticipate my acrylics really holding the color. So I put some yellow on there. I'm also going to be adding some red and then some brown. I'm not too sure how I feel about adding the red, so I might just do just a touch and see if I even like it. Yes, I do actually. Okay, I liked it a bit more than I thought it would. So when you speckle, you are only getting the very top of these fibers, what is showing. So the yarn that is underneath is not going to get the speckles. So you want to keep that in mind. If you want an even speckling, you're going to have to let it sit for a while before you flip it over. speckle the other side, because once you move these fibers, since I am using a powdered dye, when you move them, the dye will then mix with the water and it won't give you a speckling effect anymore. It'll be more of like if you had dipped it in that colored dye. So I am pretty happy with how this is turning out, though. Really happy with how this is turning out. I might need to make this a colorway, guys. But I am just gonna let this sit now and cook for a while longer, and then I'm going to turn off the heat and just let it cool down overnight. So I will see you all tomorrow when I am able to wash the yarns and hang it to dry. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.